Fell Burgundy Iris or Moses Cleveland's Canterbury Tales, Book 9, line 2581. The black abyss at ever deep, obscuring mists, what souls to reap, but vague endearing murkiness to find. Confusion rampant, blissful tears, with arrogance allaying fears, but staunchly stumped before the pitch to bind. The viaduct but loomed ahead, it rising like a beast long dead, its carcass shrouded with infernal fog. For paces wide and blackened stone, what foresight had the builders shown, from mists enshrouding rose it like a log. A giant log though, albeit, a girth once hollowed would abet, 2 carts to pass, each going their own way. A dark and most foreboding mass, it rose up from the fog and grass, though lost from view in paces, sad to say, and lost to miss the road behind, and forward fate but for to find, ensnared, enshrouded, but by the mists ahead, enshrouded by the mists of time, a backwards glance to be declined, but faith to call, the catenation wed, but faith to fall, but as they walked, like shadows they indeed had gawked, their feet in ground indeed obscured from view, but shadows be around to see, but shadows in the mist to be, the ground ahead indeed had bid adieu, and careful fell the footfalls placed, to feel ahead for ground displaced, for stone the sound, with every step to hope, with every step to lightly tread, the sound thus dampened, ere to dread, the silence thus accosting, ere to grope, enveloped thus what mist to feel, relenting thus when gripped with zeal, but shades to be one's fingers, arms outstretched, but shades and shadows one to know, familiar glance but to forgo, insidious insipidness to catch, or to let go, what faith to know, what sound and smell and taste to throw away with view as sight be thus obscured, and counting on the beast to rise, Catania truly not surprised, who of her party, ripe to be unnerved, and stifled lips by chance begot, what fear to monger, served the draught, but panic ere to thee self-serving be, she thus denied of scent, you know, of flight, of fight, who to forego, who gripped with fear and paralyzed but be, who gripped with fear and paralyzed, with fists and balls but to surmise, a pallid paw with rigid jaw, quaking, with knuckles white and teeth thus clenched, and not a sound for to be wrenched, rigid, mortified, and indeed shaking. But still he be without a plan, a whisper from the upstart rand, a welfare check inquiry from he. "Gimme money," croaked Sabrina, who tiptoed like a Pintafina, insensate like a tongue-lashed lizard she. What faith to fall befell the lot, but truly blind and thus begot, though inching forward, heaviness to feel, a heaviness to feel by all, mists enshrouding, weight to fall, it blanketing foe arrogance and zeal. Her humor thus indeed had fled, a giant shadow loomed ahead, intimidating height of paces 3. But fell fate made to pay a call, came whispered hiss in furlbog drawl, but Morpheus, the giant shadow be, her mind bewildered with the cant, in furlbog tongue, the hissing rant, conveying temerity remiss. But for her ears did he but speak, in high-pitched whispers did he squeak, the temor in his tempo, hard to miss. Yep, that's it. 5:27:26. Love y'all. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, just saying, most of the plotline here we worked out back in 1995. I was babysitting some kids of a person who was testifying in a federal indictment up in Cleveland. But like I said, none of this is really anything new. It's just been locked off due to legal non-disclosure for 25 years. I've gone into this in earlier readings here. There's something else I wanted to say too, but I'm really tired tonight, and I think I'll call it right here. Love you all. If you've followed me this far, thank you, and hope you have a good night.